then, right?
Yes. So that means there's going to be one bait block shuffled into the mix somewhere. And
As our race begins.
Yep, we're going to be starting on the vanilla screen, and we're going to have the vanilla sword.
Vanilla, I thought it was wooden.
So now here's the thing, though. One of the interesting things is level 3 in second quest does not exist. It is somewhere else, but it is not at the level 3 location. And there's also another interesting thing is that with second quest overworld turned on, there's going to be fewer dungeons that you're going to be able to initially dig. So level 1 is going to be basically the best choice. Going to level 2, second quest, is also a good choice.
And level 2, second quest, is where the rare shop is first quest.
Yes, it's the
correct?
rare shop, so it's going to be at the Armos. And looks like we find level 9 here at level 1. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Well, yeah.
Level 1 is basically one of your free dungeons. You don't get, I believe there's only about 3 free dungeons available.
It's 1, 6, and 2, I believe. Because Vanilla 5 in second quest overworld is actually a fairy fountain.
Right. Oh, you know what? What it is so let's see. So there's this dungeon here. So 2 is free, 1 is free. I believe the other free dungeon is actually not free. It is level 7, second quest. And you're gonna actually see at the second quest location it's gonna become level 8 because it's following first quest logic.
That's
and,
right.
Look at that, we have an any key here at the grave.
That is incredible to find a minute in.
Oh, especially, yeah. But it looks like we find level 5 here at level 2. And, Dr. J is going to pick up a key here. We are dealing with shapes, and here's a heart container right on the floor, and I'm going to back up, and, well, I guess you're going to have to use a key. Now, he's going to leave the dungeon, and he's probably going to hold on to that key for another dungeon, so...
Unless he stumbles over to the any key.
42 rupees is our price for our candle. Now, the good news is that because this is a vanilla overworld, that means we know where our secrets are going to be. And we also know where the door repair charges are going to be. So we don't need to touch any of those rooms that contain door repair charges.
Which is always a nice thing.
Yes. So basically, if we know what our door repair charge is, one of our runners is doing it wrong. And there we go, Truant Gamer grabbing some bombs. Mr. Cab also has bombs. Chest Jerk 2, actually all of our players have bombs. And unfortunately, Mr. Cab doesn't need to worry about keys because Mr. Cab's got all of the keys. Put a free heart container on the floor, that's not bad. That is going to be the first of the items in level 5. The only thing he's going to be looking for now is the staircase. And it looks like we have blue dark nuts. So blue dark nuts is not really something you want to see.
Especially not 4 hearts wooden sword.
Oh, speaking of, more than 1 heart, those keys take more than 1 hit. That's not nice.
No.
And there's just a key on the island there. Won't be able to reach it. Want to see the inside of my vent? No.
No, thank you. Octorok is weak to plasma beam.
I mean, it is.
It's definitely not wrong.
I mean, everything's weak to plasma beam.
Except for Wizrobes.
That's actually something I'd love to see one of these days.
What, trying to hit a Wizrobe with a plasma beam?
I mean, yeah. A Zelda, a Zelda crossover would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I would agree with you.
Alright, we are going to check here. Dr. J is going to find a money-making game. Okay, he's thinking about it. Well, he can't really think about it. He doesn't have any money. I think he was meaning to bomb this one here.
Well, we found our door repair.
And I think Dr. J might have forgotten that we're playing with vanilla overworld.
It is possible.
You know what? If you've been playing Randomizer for so long, you might forget where everything is.
Yeah.
Now, that looked like the coast item was the power bracelet.
Definitely a good coast item, as long as
that's
the
our
ladder's
fire-
not deep in 7 or something.
Oh yes, that's right, the ladder. That is a problem.
Yes.
Because we need that power. Well, we know whatever dungeon's at the power bracelet location. That's not going to be where the step ladder is.
That also, however, means that technically speaking, logically speaking, 3 dungeons are ladder blocked. Because it's the 2 power bracelet dungeons plus vanilla 8.
It's only 1 power bracelet dungeon, but you're right. Level 8 is also blocked.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And in this particular case, it's actually going to be level 7 that's blocked by the ladder because level 8 and 7 are swapped. Got a 34 medium secret.
I was a power bracelet. I was mistaken. That's Mags.
Yeah, it's confusing. There are, however, 2 recorder blocks.
Yes, 3 and 7, right?
Yeah.
Or
in this particular case, it's actually going to be 2 and 6.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for Truant Gamer to take down this room full of bubbles and dark nuts,
do not blame him one bit for that block clip either.
Chest jerk picking up a candle. How the game actually works in the original is that what happens is that there's 8 dungeons, there's 9 dungeons. And what it is with the first and second quest, what ends up happening is that the information that tells you what dungeon is the same in the first quest it is for the second quest. So level 1, is level 1. In the second quest, level 2 becomes level 3, level 3 becomes level 2, and sort of like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's no distinct first quest, second quest caves. They're all kind of shared.
Okay.
So yeah, level 2 becomes level 3 in the second quest. That's why you see the swappage going on. The best way to check out which levels have been swapped is take a look at the vanilla palette. If the palette looks like like level 3, but it says level 2, then it's using up the information for level 3.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
Dr. J is definitely
Dr. J's going to check out the level 7 location, but he's already opened it up. Here we go. So you see this is level 8. And that is because the same information on this screen is the exact same as the one to the right, which is where the first quest level 8 is.
Okay.
And what it is that the way they have the game is that the second quest variant of the dungeon is usually somewhere close to where the first quest is. With the exception, of course, being level 8, being level 7. Because those are pretty far apart.
Oh, Truant getting a lovely double bomb drop.
Nice.
Gets that count beautifully.
So this room can't contain a staircase, but we'll let him leave the room. Now, yeah. Now let's see here. Alright, well we got a double moat room and just some ropes. And the ropes rolled up today. Here we go, but Truant Gamer managing to pick up the Triforce out of level 5.
As Chess finds the Triforce in 3, but opts to keep digging. Which is probably a very good idea. 3 is segment. Silver's in 3. What's your ink blot for 3? I would call it a game of Tetris.
Well, the mini map ink blot looks like a cross, but this one here is, this one kind of looks like a weird Tetris piece trying to fit its way in.
Yeah.
And it looks like level 8's got whiz robes.
Which is a wonderfully lovely thing for us to see, at least. Looks like a free Triforce, though, unless I missed Dr. J clearing that room.
Yeah, that definitely looked like a free Triforce piece. So that's not bad. I mean, collecting Triforce pieces now is good because, you can go back and dig later if you find the recorder, and the recorder has to be somewhere because we do need the recorder to access 2 of the dungeons. So it might actually be back in level 8. But of course, level 8 being a larger dungeon, you probably want to hold off on that until you become just a little bit stronger.
And until you have no other dungeons to dig that are not
Yeah.
blocked.
Well, that's one of the problems with with this particular flag set is that you do actually get a rather rough start because you're quite limited in what you can do. There's a mugger room. Of course, it's minus keys, so that's not too bad. And Dr. J getting hit with another door repair charge.
Yeah, that's
Dr. J, taking a look. I'm gonna have to ask him that. Because I don't think he's clued in that he's playing on the bracket flags.
quite possibly not.
So he's gonna go over here and he's gonna check. Well, this is not going to be the letter because the ladder has been swapped in the second quest with a shop.
I wonder if he thinks that, or if he had a thought that it might have been First Quest Overworld.
Even if it was First Quest Overworld, why would he be checking First Quest door repair charge slots?
You got me there.
Yeah, he's gonna check this, but this is gonna be a community hint. Again, one of the perils of running a lot of randomizer is you almost forget what vanilla is. As far as he's concerned, this is randomized just like everything else. No, it hasn't. Okay, well he's not going up to check level 5, so
That's good at least, but he is going to White Sword Cave.
Item is, and this is definitely a good play.
Yeah. Hopefully for him, it's not a 6-heart White Sword. It is the recorder, though.
Recorder, and it is a 5-heart recorder. Dr. J has got an advantage right there.
He's got 2 extra dungeons he can dig.
And Chester finding a level at level 9, and it looked like it was like level 4, I believe, or no, level 3, wasn't it?
Yes, it was level 3.
Yeah.
Where Truant is right now. And Mr. Cab is deciding to dig level 8.
Now this room here, because this is second quest, well, it's shapes. This could possibly be... Actually, wait, are second quest rooms turned on in these flag sets?
I do not believe so. I mean, shapes does follow first quest logic, but I'm not sure about second quest rooms.
They do follow first quest logic, but you can add the second quest... Yeah, you can add second quest rooms to the mix. I don't know if the second quest rooms are added, though. However, here is a heart container on the floor. Mr. Cab's gonna pick that one up.
And chat is letting us know that the red candle was in 3, as Chess is showing off beautifully against these.
Red candle is definitely a good item to find.
Yeah, especially if he has not bought the blue candle yet, which I don't think he did.
Okay, now Mr. Cab is checking. Okay, so he's decided that he wants to, grab the Triforce. All your base belong to us.
The most infamous typo in all of gaming history.
Oh, Well, more like probably the most infamous meme of all the internet, really.
You know, you're probably not wrong there, then. Quite honestly.
So it looks like one of the staircase items in level 8 is a heart container, so... Unfortunately, that leaves only one item left.
Was that another heart, or was that the same heart that Chess found?
No, yeah, that's the same heart that Chess found. There was also a heart on the floor.
Well, we may have a full-on Heartbreak Hotel, as they call it.
Ooh.
Just gonna have to see what this final, staircase item is. If Chess or Cab finds it. And doesn't neither of them decide to, nope out.
Well,
Quite frankly, I wouldn't blame them for. What's that?
I said I wouldn't be surprised if they nope out. It's just a lot of those whiz robes. It's just the big question is, well, we know that progression. We know that part of the progression. There are other options for progression, so it's not like this is the only thing that they can do. But this is a large dungeon. While they're here,
Might as well take a look around.
now Dr. J, on the other hand, he's in a position where he can just grab the Triforce and leave, and come back and dig at a later time.
That certainly does make sense.
Unfortunately, Dr. J still... Whoa. So, he just figured that the white sword item was... So does that mean Dr. J is just like yelling, is this even randomized? You know, constantly? It's just like a constant stream of 4-letter F words. Not that one, the other one.
It took me a second to get what you were saying, but...
Right.
Yes, Oasis, Ford.
No. Ford is a 4-letter curse word in Ontario.
Oh. Well, there you go. Oh.
Yeah, politics
Dr.
are
J
wonderful.
takes a hug right before Vanilla 1, which we know is 9, but Dr. J does not. Got a lovely Petra in level 8.
Ooh.
And that's Mr. Cab's cue to get out.
Yeah.
As Truant Gamer heads into level 8. Chess Jerk is checking out Vanilla 2/3, whichever it is. 9 rupee, small secret.
Yeah, we've got level 6 here. That's right, everything's been shuffled.
Not a bad find per se. However,
if
level
that's-
6 is the biggest of 1 through 6,
if
of course.
that's the case, then level 8 hasn't even been shuffled then.
No, it is not. There's our 4-letter curse word in there then. And Cab does find that recorder. And he himself is probably going to head up to Vanilla 3, find level 6. Truant's got to be careful with those Lionels. If he takes a beam, he's back to start there.
Yeah, that is one thing that these runners would definitely love to see. Not Pole's voices,
No.
but...
No amount of shouting about Pole's voices will make them disappear.
Not in this version of the game, sorry.
At least the Vire keys did not roll up.
Well, yeah, the Vire keys, that's good. They're at least 1 HP. Here's a room that could contain something.
And we're high-fiving here, as Cab and
Nope.
Chess are both in it, and there is no dice on the push block. Not entirely sure what Dr. J is trying to do.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's not something you want to see.
Oof. Those are some noodles there. Although as far as the land molos go, Chess does have the ability to red candle that.
Yeah, but I think Mr. Kev is gonna gonna say hold off on tangling with the torturous tortellini.
The torturous tortellini, I like that. Instead, takes a death to I have no idea what that was.
Meanwhile, Dr. J is here in level 5, going to, get that heart container.
That's right, Dr. J got out from a lack of keys, right? But now has the any key.
I believe Dr. J was actually the first one to pick up the any key, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, there is somebody who was in 5 and then left because no keys.
Yeah, it might have been one of the others. So far, this level 6 hasn't had a whole lot to it.
No, it looks like a pretty simple enemy set too.
Well, that is at least one consolation.
Definitely. Seems like the most difficult enemies being the land molas, and we have a dig dogger, but we do have a recorder.
Well, we have to have a recorder to get it even in here, so
which is
not a problem.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, I think aside from the mini boss / boss monsters, your most difficult enemy here is the Pole's voice, which isn't particularly difficult, just bulky.
Yeah, they do take a lot of hits. If they can find it, if any of our runners can find a bow, they would only just take 1 hit. So a couple of our runners already have the silver arrows.
The silvers were in 3 along with the red candle.
Yeah. Okay, nothing you can do in that room. Still on a hunt for that step ladder.
There it
Never
is!
mind,
Commentator's
step ladder on
blessing.
6. Ask and ye shall find.
It's a very nice find.
That's also good news for Mr. Cab, who is going to come across it fairly soon, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically tracing the same steps that Chess Jerk is.
Yeah. Oh, and the Triforce is in the same room.
That is nice. Okay, Mr. Cab's going to go up instead of down. So, yeah, so Chess Jerk is probably going to book it for the coast.
Get that power bracelet. Open up vanilla. It's 4 that's the bracelet block, right?
It's level 4 in the second quest, but the screen data is actually level 5.
Okay.
That's also the reason why in second quest you notice that some of the Triforces have been swapped around.
That does make sense.
The reason why.
Okay.
Oh no, getting hit before being able to get carried away by the whirlwind. Gotta love those iframes.
Yeah, it's a lovely thing to see, ain't it? And Mr. Cab is right behind Chess Jerk on.
Yep, gonna pick up the Triforce, gonna book it for the coast.
And probably gonna swing by both 8 and 4. Because they are on the way
Yeah, that's right. The level 8 and level 4 locations are right next to, pretty close to each other. So, what are we going to find at the level 4 location? It is level
Level
2.
2.
Okay, so this is good. The dungeon's not too big. There's going to be 2 floor items, so they're not going to have to worry about staircases. It's got full of posed voices, and it's a nice, lovely banana color.
We do have a floor heart.
Floor heart.
The level 2 is usually not big, however, the one downside sometimes to level 2 is you find a floor item, and with the others you could look around for a staircase. But for 2, you kind of can't.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, okay, that's not nice. Okay, we can't bomb that way. Can we bomb up? We can't bomb up.
Yes.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Truant found 4. I'm not entirely sure where.
I imagine it must have been somewhere. Level
Probably.
4's got the raft. And that's a required item because we do have one item on the island, or one dungeon on the island. So it looks like Chest Jerk is going to bail out of 2 for the moment. Some of those dungeons can be a little difficult without having the proper supplies, bombs and whatnot.
Getting word from chat that 4 is at 6.
Okay, that makes sense.
And 1 is
we've
at
got
8.
1 here. One's good. One is 3 items for the picking, provided we're not blocked out of anything.
That is 2 floor and 1 staircase.
Yes, 2 floor and 1 staircase. So the heart, the boomerang, and the bow, which are the original vanilla items, they keep their locations in a sense that with a floor item is a floor item, a staircase item is a staircase item. Now you're asking, maybe would it be nice to have more staircase items in this game? There is one problem, that each staircase that you have takes up a room in memory.
That is
And
fascinating.
and further, levels can only have, I believe, up to 8 staircases in total. That's the red ring.
1.
And easy Triforce. Very interesting.
And Chest Jerk has 9 hearts here. 1 more heart could make a play for Mags.
That's true, and we do know where Mags are because, again, the overworld has not been shuffled.
It is
The
the arrow up on Death Mountain, right?
Yeah. So here's an thing that you may or may not know. So you know that secret south of Arrow Mark hides a secret. Hello, Vanilla Boomerang. If you actually take a look at the map, you'll know that the tip of the arrow on that screen where the magic sword is, it lines up exactly where the cave of level 8 is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
extremely
extremely brilliant, honestly.
Well, there's talk that the game was actually designed to be completed using a walkthrough or a guide. Like I think Shigeru Miyamoto had this idea that there would be like all these secrets, and that you go on the playground and you'd swap secrets with your friends. So it's like one friend would be like, "Oh, guess what? I used the recorder to get into level 7," and then the other kids would be like, "No way! But you know what? I found the magic sword. You know what? It's in the grave." Right? And then they would all swap secrets and they'd all have fun.
Yes.
And then, of course, the real world is that you were the only kid in your school that played video games, and everybody else was like into normal kid stuff. I mean, I don't know about you, but back in my day when I was like 6 or 7, video games were relatively new. I mean, video games that counted like Nintendo. We're not talking about Atari stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, you were lucky if you had one friend who knew what a Nintendo was.
Yeah.
I'm old.
I mean, I knew less than a half dozen people in my first few years of grade school who played video games. You say you're old.
Yeah, 40.
Ah,
Yeah, you were thinking I was way younger, weren't you?
you sound a lot younger, so yes.
I do sound a lot younger. Anyway, so it looks like Mr. Cab has found the Triforce in 1. We already knew where that was. Truant Gamer's here in 6.
About
Gonna
to find
take
his
down the
ladder.
Dogger. And it looks like Chest Jerk is going to be heading back into level 5. Oh, that's this screen with all these moblins. That's incredibly laggy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, the game can only keep track of so many sprites on screen at a time, and, you know, having just 7/8's pushing it, but 10 is the absolute limit.
That would make sense, because there are some rooms where if you've got, like, a bunch of Gurias or Moblin, where the ladder won't deploy.
Yeah, because the ladder takes up the sprite in the memory. And, you know, the BMO statues, their fireballs also take up space.
Mr. Cab is face
Oh,
tanking
look at
through.
that. Level 5 has the other boomerang.
Those are not the droids that these racers are looking for.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of something that happened to me earlier today in A Link to the Past. Having to fight Ice Armos with nothing but a red boomerang with 1 heart, no sword. This was Entrance Shuffle. Do you
Oh
know how many
gosh.
hits an Armos takes with a boomerang?
Um,
Too many.
all of the hits.
Oh, look at that. That's a level 5.
Yes, yes it is. That is we're talking about old video games. We had Tetris before. This is Space Invaders.
Well, the kind of reminds me of Contra in a way with that gun-shaped thing.
I can definitely see that too.
Yeah.
Truant finding level 1 and deciding not to
Here's the
dig.
map for level 1. Okay, well that's a lot quieter, or should I say that's a
Definitely.
lot smaller. You know, if loudness was a took up physical space on a map.
Yeah,
So yeah, level 1 is quiet. Level 5 is very loud.
very much so. Although as far as I would say that level 1 might be silent, but it is violent.
Ooh. Yeah, well these
Blue Darknet rooms are not nice to find.
yeah. Yeah, dark nets are no fun.
Especially if you can't reset for priority enemies.
But there we go, Mr. Cap taking care of those dark nuts, just picking up a bomb. I haven't seen any bomb upgrades yet.
Yeah, bombs are never a bad thing to pick up. However, after a room of blue dark nuts, I would want a little bit more than that. And the other drop item is a heart. So level 1 has the red ring, the
Lord Banana, as some
yes.
call it. And a heart. That's it. So we know that level 4 did have a raft.
Indeed it did.
So now it looks like the only item that we are looking for is the bow. Be nice to find a wand, but the bow is really the item that we need.
Yeah,
Now, I did notice there was a section in level 2 that, that was blocked by a Goma.
So in that case, the bow cannot be into, because we already found one of the floor items.
Well, that's assuming there is a floor item beyond that.
Oh, you are absolutely right. The bow cannot be in 9. That was
Yeah, the
what
bow.
I was trying to say, but did not.
Yeah, the bow. Yeah, well, the bow cannot be in level 9. Well, the bow can't be in level 2 if it's beyond that Goma.
Very true.
But yeah, we don't have important items in 9, so that means that the bow can't be in level 9.
Cav's
the wand
making
can. The wand can, but the wand is not necessary in these flag sets. And Dr. J checking out this.
Cab is making a play for Mags at 11 hearts. Does not get it.
Denied.
Not a bad play to try to make, though, being in the area.
There's a level 5 rupee boss.
Most difficult boss in the game.
Well, the rupee boss, you gotta spend a little bit of time. Wait for it. Spend a little time. Rupee boss.
Yes.
Never mind.
I got it, Jiggly. Okay.
I just meant my pun was terrible.
Yes, but terrible means amazing, so...
Okay, it was mediocre.
Alright. I was not ignoring you, by the way. I was silently chuckling. And... what is the, tune to name?
Well, 135 for that large secret.
That is a, very, very nice large secret.
That is very nice indeed. Big Gogger just really likes all kinds of... And there's another heart on the floor.
That's a whole lot of oof.
Is Heart Shuffle even on?
You know, that's a good question.
Well, actually, it has to... Well, actually, wait. That one staircase heart could have been the coast heart.
We have a, chat saying that the recorder tune is from Kid Icarus.
Fair enough. Okay, here's going to be the raft for Dr. J.
And Mr. Cab should not be too far behind with it.
Ooh, Mr. Cab taking down that manhandla nicely.
Nice little bullseye there.
It just needs to get that ladder clip and go over here. Well, it's not in this room.
And Truant's trying to build up a count on the old man, is that right?
I was searching these lands back when you were in diapers. 98. Ooh, we're gonna see it?
Yes.
13. So that's
More bombs for less money.
So that's 5 bombs.
Yeah.
That's decent. That is very decent. I will take it.
Especially for just about vanilla price.
Yeah, only 2 rupees shy. There we go, Dr. J. Being incredibly thorough. At least knows there's a take any spot there.
Yes, and also has a considerably low amount of hearts compared to the rest of our group
No, that's
here.
because I don't think he's been digging very many dungeons.
You might be right. And we have an ink blot on 4.
That looks like a water faucet.
That is exactly what that looks like. And we're having guesses from chat that the bow will be in 7. Which is never the dungeon
chat
that you
just
want.
likes the level 7 bow because they hate the runners. Although honestly, level 7 in shapes is not as bad as you think it is. I mean, it is usually pretty large, but it's like, oh, I spoke too soon.
We have a
What
triple
is that?
segmented 7.
That's a triple segmented 7. That is an ugly level 7.
Yes, it is.
Also looks like it's got eyes and it's like staring at you.
Yeah. Speaking of ugly, that was thankfully not a required room, but that was a triple dodongo in a bow tie room.
Ooh.
With
So
a
this doesn't have a staircase, but we'll be able to see what's. Nope, we're just gonna go over here. There's a Triforce out of 4 for Mr. Cab.
rupee boss for a bomb drop. Very small price to pay there.
Yes, you must grab all 10 rupees in order to get free bombs.
Well, you know, in Soviet Russia, bomb shop pays you, right?
That's
Oof. We've got a blue lagoon over here on Chest Jerk's side.
oh yeah, that's one of the laggiest rooms. Of course, the Blue Lagoon taking from the vanilla, level 8 with all of these blue dark nuts, and Lagoon because lag.
Because a whole lot of lag.
The NES just wasn't designed to carry this many sprites on screen at once. And of course, as you kill dark nuts, it gets faster. Kind of like Space Invaders, almost.
Yeah?
Actually, no. That's how Space Invaders worked. Actually, apparently the speed of the aliens that were dropping, it was because of just how many there were on the screen, and the more you killed, the faster it went because it was going up to its regular speed.
Oh, wow.
That's literally how it worked.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, I read that somewhere or heard that somewhere.
Makes a lot of sense. The sprite
Yeah.
lag and all that.
It's funny though to use sprite lag, as part of the mechanic of a game.
Yeah?
No, it just goes to show you how some of the older, programmers had to make do with what they had. Not like today's programmers that could just program anything and like uncompress stuff.
Very true. The Triforce is in one of those little segments there. I wonder if it's gonna be a chain reaction, like one segment to another segment to another.
That'd be interesting. Now remember, level 7 does have one native free staircase.
That is true, yeah. And everybody except for Dr. J is digging through level 7, Dr. J and 3.
So there's the Triforce. You just might have your wish here. There's a staircase. Does it lead over somewhere? It does. But we still have this one spot here. This could be our item. Nope, it's completely empty.
Just a waste of a bomb there.
You do have your wish. We do have a chain reaction here.
That is fantastic.
Now let's just hope that the item is here and there's a return staircase. Okay, well there's no return staircase, but there is. Ooh, well that is a dig dogger.
This is a potential staircase room, though. Trim it down to a heart and a half, though,
Okay, this
even
is
with red ring.
Just taking a look at Chest Jerk, where he ended up. This is definitely the item on Short Gamer's side. So let's be poised to see a bow, everybody.
Are we ready for a bow?
Are we in bow mode?
And moment of truth. We have the white sword.
Ooh, interesting. Well, that's going to double Short Gamer's offense, so that's not bad. And it looks like Keys have rolled just 1 HP. Or maybe 2 HP. Anyway, so that is... But then I do believe there is still a floor drop here in 7.
I believe you are right. We,
So in that case, then we are not down and out for the bow just yet. Short Gamer's going to take this Triforce. Wherever it is, it's obviously not going to be any of those segments. Now, keep in mind, you actually have to walk past the Triforce into a second segment in order to find that white sword. So it's pretty deep in 7.
It is very deep, for sure. And also, want to thank chat for bearing with us. We do not have a tracker tonight.
Yeah, we're always looking for volunteers to help out with things, too. Oh, we can go this direction. Okay. That's right. Mr. Kep doesn't actually have the map out of 7. Here's level 2. We've already seen what's in level 2. We know there's a Goma block. We don't know if the Goma's blocking the item or not. Ooh, we can go down, so that's good. Gonna try up here first.
Trying
now,
to,
if I
like...
remember correctly, this was the staircase that Chest Jerk took in order to get to that other spot, if I'm not mistaken. Unless that was...
Oh, and Cab being trolled by those that last Dodongo there.
Okay, so Truant Gamer's not even gonna bother. He's gonna save his bombs. Just gonna head out of 2.
And chat is, speaking of 2, letting us know that it is a double heart 2.
Wow. So the bow has got to be here in 7, unless we missed something.
Well, let's see. 1 had red ring, boomerang, and heart. Level 2, double heart. Level 3 had silvers and red candle.
Yep. 4 had a raft. I don't know if we saw our second item in 4.
I'm not sure either. Mr. Cab has 15 hearts.
And level 5 contains a heart on the floor and the magic boomerang. 6 contained...
6 had the ladder.
Yeah, I don't know if we know what the other item in 6 was. 7, of course, we know is the white sword, and another item we don't know.
According to chat, it is another heart, which
And
makes
level
sense
7?
because Cab's up at 15 hearts now. Yeah,
Wow.
and
Then
Cab does have mags as well. It is looking very, very likely that the
Alright, so Dr. J is over here by Vanilla level 9 first quest. I'm pretty sure at this point he has completely forgotten that there's no cave shuffle. We're gonna have to ask him on that one.
yeah, I would say a good idea. Mr. Cab already having mags does not need the white sword.
Yeah. Dr. J
It
is
is,
level 6.
I
And I
believe
guess
it's
Just Jerk is also going back into level 6.
so 4 and 6 are the only ones that could potentially have the bow at this point, right?
It looks like it.
Because we did we see everything from 8?
Yeah, I do. I believe it was two. Yeah, I believe it was 2 heart containers and something.
2 heart containers and
Ooh.
indeed something. Although Mr. Cab is back in 5. You know, 5 had the bloomerang. The bow is indeed in 6. Chestjerk
There
is
we go.
finding
Just
it.
Jerk now pulling ahead of the pack. Not sure how many Triforce pieces Dr. J has, but I don't think he's that far off from. Good question. Have to bear with us, though. We do not have a tracker tonight. Well, we'll see what his actions are. If he's headed towards level 1, we'll know he's assembled all of the Triforce.
Chestjerk does have 1 piece left.
Okay, well,
Dr. J.
level 4. It's level 2.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my, okay, so it looks like the Triforce in 2 was Goma blocked.
It must have been either one of the rooms or the Goma itself.
I think the Goma room had some bombs.
Oh, okay. And at this rate, Chestjerk will likely be the first one into 9.
Map. Goma has the map.
And Chestjerk has the Triforce.
There we go. Chest Jerk is going to be our first runner tonight to be in level 9.
I wonder if, yeah, chat, we do not have a tracker. Thank you for bearing with us. Well,
Nobody's doing tracking. That tracker could be you. I'm pointing at the screen. You don't see me now, I'm pointing at chat, but it could be you.
it very well could be. Especially, with how much chat does help with tracking.
Just get like one of those Uncle Sam posters. It's like
Yeah.
you could be the next one Zelda 1 commentator or this next Zelda 1 tracker.
Just have Link doing the
Actually,
Uncle
no,
Sam
that's a very
point.
bad idea.
Is it
Also,
though?
I confuse my fellow Canadians.
Well,
It's like, it's up here in Canada. All we know about the draft is draft beer, eh?
Very nice.
That was horrible. I am gonna cringe so hard when I hear myself. Anyway, oh wow, look at that.
Oh, that is a very early Ganon. And Chess almost gets the stun lock. Getting trolled by the left side teleport.
There we go.
And
Taking
there's
down
the bacon.
We got ourselves some bacon.
Chat is saying that you need to go ooh, and I have no idea what Ocarina of Time has to do with any of this.
I still haven't completed Ocarina of Time. I'm like looking at the randomizers, and every time I see one of them, somebody go into this room, and I'm like, I've never seen this room before. And of course, because I'm seeing everything in randomizer first, I'm like, I don't know the context of everything. So it's like, why? Wait, what? There's a ship in the Shadow Temple. What does this have to? It's like I've only just seen maps, so I don't really know anything. Anyway, Mr. Cab has the Triforce out of 5, and Chess Jerk is looking for the princess.
And our friend Ralphie in chat has an item rundown. You know, Ralphie, you could be the tracker for next week's race. The hero that we all needed. And Chess has found a compass too, so he knows exactly where the kidnapped is. No, the key is to find a way to get there.
Well, we do have a compass, and it's all the way up in the corner. Might have to take a few staircases to get there. And wow, take a look at this map for level 6. That's a doozy.
Yes, yes it is.
That takes up almost the entire space. But here we go. The door opens. We've got Zelda.
Chess Jerk finishing first on the stream, but actually second in total. Fred did win off screen first place with a time of 54 minutes 51 seconds. Chess winning on the stream, but finishing second place with a time of 58 minutes 14 seconds.
GG.
Absolutely, chat. Get your GGs out.
And Truant Gamer is also in level 9.
We have a confirmation from somebody that level 6 is 33 rooms. And definitely a whole lot of torture. And off stream we have Captain Green finishing in third place with 59 minutes 48 seconds. Chess Jerk has agreed to an interview. And here he is. GG, my love.
Thank you very much. How are you doing tonight?
Doing
fine.
Yeah. Enjoying this this night without a tracker.
What do you need a tracker for? We know where everything is.
Who needs a tracker? He says while trying to do entrance shuffle this morning. Sanity entrance shuffle. Who needs a tracker?
I don't deal with that stuff. I'll let the experts deal with that.
That's the reason why they're experts.
Exactly.
Because they actually remember to track.
So, what are your thoughts on the seed?
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to 100% it. That's always a...
Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that. Because I think we suspect one of our runners forgot that it's, not shuffled overworld.
Oh. That could be bad.
Yeah, especially if you keep hitting all the door repair charges.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
New.
But yeah, overall, the combat wasn't overly bad. There were an abundance of blue dark nuts, unfortunately, but they were vanilla HP, so it wasn't so bad. And the blue Wizzy stayed away, which was nice. But how about that? I'm assuming that was an actual bow block in 2. I didn't actually pick up the map.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was indeed a bow block.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I laughed when I saw the map. That he had the map. Like, oh well, to confirm you needed the bow, you need to get the bow. Who knew?
I mean, you needed to get the bow anyway. It looks like Dr. J has finally found the stepladder.
Oof. Yeah, it was in an interesting spot. Although it's hard to miss, being it's in the same room as a Triforce.
That's its one saving grace. And here we go, Druid Gamer is now on the pig.
Had a decent path through 9 also.
Yeah, that was a
I had
very,
a-
very early Ganon.
Yeah, after Ganon, I had a couple of different options of which way to go, too. And finding the compass obviously put me in somewhat the right direction, but didn't know whether to take the stairs or try to walk there. I wasn't sure, but it seemed like I picked the right way to go.
For sure. Did a very quick level 9.
Dr.
Which
J
is-
checking the item shop, and it's like, yep, this is still an item shop. At this point, I'm like,
Oh gosh, it's still checking.
I think he's doing this on purpose now.
But once you it's a sunk cost fallacy. Once you go so far, you might as well go all the way.
You're not wrong there.
I mean, we're not making fun of him, but sometimes it can be really easy to not read the flag set carefully. Especially if you're used to things being a certain way. So, yeah, so it's like you can't really fault them for just kind of. It's the same thing when it comes to mismarking the tracker. There's been some really crushing defeats based on the tracker, somebody missing something in the tracker, and it's kind of a tough fact of life in a sense that not all of your races are going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be, and I mean, Dr. J is an excellent racer, so it's just sometimes you're just having those kind of nights.
They happen to the best of us for sure.
Yeah.
And you never think it'll happen to you until it happens to you, and it will happen to you eventually.
Oh, it never happens to me. And I can tell you why it never happens to me, because I don't run this game on a, on a competitive level.
Well,
It's
there you
alright,
go.
it'll still happen to you at some point. You don't have to be competitive to mismark your map.
You play.
All right. Well, there was that one time that I was dedicated to getting the white sword out of level 7, and everybody had to suffer through watching me on stream.
White sword in 7? That never happens.
This was
It
years
definitely
ago.
didn't happen this seed.
Oh,
The main reason why I don't run the weeklies, I just talk on the weeklies.
I didn't dig 7 for 15 minutes for anything, did I? I can't remember now.
15
It was
minutes.
so long ago.
You mean like 30 minutes?
I don't even know. It's such a blur now.
The first rule of level 7 is you do not dig level 7.
You never dig level 7 until you have to dig level 7, but you will not know to dig level 7 until you dig everywhere else first. And then you wonder, why didn't I dig level 7?
Unless you're an incredibly crazy person who decides, along the lines of, hey, look, I've got access to Turtle Rock at 20 minutes. I'm going to go dig Pendant Turtle Rock. And they find a required item. So
And you
people
think,
are known to do a
genius.
whole bunch of crazy stuff.
Absolutely. And I think that was a quadruple segmented level 7 because I found a
It was
troll staircase that was a one
triple
block
well, it was
essentially.
triple segmented. The last staircase was the natural level 7 staircase that spawns, but there was
Nice.
like 2 additional segments, so there's like 6 sets of stairs.
Just what
Dr.
you want to see
J
in
is
level 7.
very much autopiloting the overworld.
I mean, if you can autopilot second quest overworld, that's actually not too bad.
Yeah,
Because second quest is not for everyone.
I'm not sure if True intentionally got snagged by that Wallmaster.
Oh no, he got handed. Oh, that's got to be a slap right there. Slap in the face.
That was a good pun. I'll give you a fist bump for that.
Oh.
Well played. So I'm thinking about the items I didn't find. I didn't find the wand.
Yeah, we figured the wand was probably somewhere in 9.
Yeah, I have 1 item in 8 and 2 items in 9 left, and that's it. I have a wand, the book, and I'm guessing a heart container because I think I have everything else. Yep, I have everything else. So it's a heart, wand, and book. The components of the boomstick. Was this a
There's no
boomstick seed? I can't remember.
No,
no,
no boomstick.
It was not.
Well, good thing, because I didn't find either half.
I do want to mention off stream, Fury SK finished in 4th place with a time of 101.07, and Thurwolf in 5th place with a time of 105.45, and then Amazing Toaster just finishing 6th with 107.34.
Unfortunately, Tourn Gamer unable to get the 10 count. I assume that's
And,
what he's trying to do.
It's hard to
Mr.
count
Cab
the
did find the wand in 8.
Nice.
Oh, you're already in chat. You saw that.
Oh, the wand was
Way
an
ahead
8?
of you.
Yeah.
The wand was an 8.
That's what the 3rd item was. And with
that
that, Tourn
classic
Gamer
combination of
has rescued Zelda.
Oh, nice.
Finishing with an SRL time of 107.40.
GG Truant.
Yes.
Yep, our second on-stream runner. So we've got Mr. Cab and we've got Dr. J, PhD.
Mr. Cab definitely with the combat advantage of Mags. However, it is still anybody's game. Dr. J has the bow. I'm not certain whether Cab got it.
Well, Mr. Cab's in the right room, I believe.
Yep, there
Yep,
it is.
He is. So now Mr. Cab's in go mode.
And do we have all Triforces on Cab's side?
That we're not sure of. We'll see what his next play is. That usually is a good indicator of what's going on.
He can't be. If he just found the bow, then he's probably going to 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that is right.
That's right. 2's back this way.
It's almost like somebody else took that exact same path. Who could that have
Speaking
been?
of level 2, Dr. J's got the bow, or should I say, got the bow-locked Triforce out of 2. And we'll see. Oh, he's going back into dig.
Well, all he's gonna find is a double heart.
No.
Sad to say.
Trying to think what Dr. J is missing. Is it the raft?
I'm guessing he never went up at start because the 2 hearts and 2 were right near the beginning.
I didn't even see where that second heart was.
There was one above the bunny room and one below the bunny room, according to my tracker. There you go.
No, gotta have heart.
Yeah.
Gotta have heart. Did he not find either?
Damn
Or are they just walking
Yankees.
out? Yeah.
Okay, so he hasn't done level 1 yet, so he's gonna get his gonna find his red ring here.
As Random Effect finishes in 8th place with a time of 1:10:50. And Mr. Cab is now in level 9. At 1 minute and 11 seconds. And
Ooh,
a
Mr.
minute and 11
Cab
seconds. Wow.
electing to go right.
That's a fast seed.
Yes.
I just thought of an idea. What if there was a seed? It wasn't really a randomizer, but what if there was a seed where you started with the bow and the silver arrows and the wooden sword? You started in level 9, and level 9 was only 4 screens. Actually, no, just maybe 3 screens.
That is a
No,
good
Jiggly.
question.
It would be a race to see who could beat Ganon and save the princess first, so it would be absolute pure execution.
I do recall,
And
if I
what?
remember correctly, the Rando tournament from 2+ years ago. One of the finals matches had an open 9 where the winning time was something like 7 minutes,
Oh yes,
where it was
that's
just
right.
open 9 and Ganon wasn't required. So
Yeah, I only started watching the randomizers during the random percent tournament.
yeah, I think that was in the finals of that tournament, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Jam and Saver. Yeah, that's right. I remember one of those matches just was so
I'm trying
short.
to remember. I think it was Pentaforce that I started doing commentary.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then, of course, All Boards, No Swords. That was like, I was like commentating every other match half the time. Because nobody wants to touch swordless with a 10-foot pole.
I don't know about nobody, but
Well, some people, yes, but there were some people who wanted to stay the heck away from that. Didn't want anything to do with it.
What are swords? Are they tasty? Can we eat them?
only if they're made of certain materials.
What is the white sword made out of?
Oh, the white sword's made out of unobtainium.
Oh, okay.
Sounds delicious.
Ganon San Diego. That is such a great community hint there. Especially
Well,
because I don't believe that Mr. Cab has found the pig.
No, Mr. Cab went right instead of left.
Not the best move to make.
Funny enough, no, it isn't. Well, at least we're going to get a tour of level 9.
A very,
I want to know where the book is.
Yeah, we must know where the book is, so we can avoid it at all costs.
the book is in a dungeon.
With a number divisible by 3.
Oh, the book's right here, guys. Ow.
Good guess.
We're about to find out.
I'm half hoping for.
Oh!
I'm hoping for Cab to find the 16th heart too.
Cab, this is not a 100% race.
Tell that to Dr. J.
Was that our first glimpse of the bomb price being 30 rupees?
I never found the bomb shop. Where was it?
Forgotten
Looks like it was
spot.
in the forgotten spot.
Oh, forgotten about it. Gee, I forgot about it. Oh well. Damn it.
You know what? It would actually be absolutely hilarious. Imagine
that?
imagine an overworld that was like 98% vanilla, but there was like 3 screens that were shuffled.
That would be so great.
So you would just assume that it was vanilla until you go to a screen where you need to go, and it's like, wait a minute, why is that not here?
You're getting some no jiggly from the chat.
That's Leslie Pro. They don't count.
That's fair.
Man, that's harsh. Oh, that's good. Apparently 12 was not enough for mags. Good, so I didn't bother to waste an hour of my life going up to the mag spot.
I mean, to be fair, you say no jiggly like every time I say something in Discord, or every time you see me, it's like a specialized greeting now. It's like I go hello and everyone goes no jiggly.
Well, it is your name on the Discord.
It's true.
They're just saying hi. Hi, no Jiggly.
I don't understand why everybody says no jiggly. You're such a saint.
Aww.
I'm getting silence for making a pun off of Jiggly's name.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I appreciate it. It's
I'm
okay.
just, like thinking, oh wow, have I really had that name for 20 years?
No Jiggly. On that note, I will let you fine people resume commentary without my presence. Good night. Thank you for commentating.
Thank
I will
you,
see
and
you
once
next
again,
time.
GG.
Thank you very much.
Truant has agreed to an interview, but has not popped in yet. Truant, you're in chat.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I got to invite, but we can't invite because we don't have the tracker up. Wait, but then how did Chest Jerk get in?
Very carefully. I guess Chest Jerk found the secret wall and pushed through.
Okay, well.
Well.
Okay, hopefully that someone will press the finish button for Truant then. And Dr. J's back here in 5.
I don't even know how to invite somebody to this channel.
Here, let me try something out here. Okay.
And Mr. Cab is definitely showing us all why we call level 9 the Great Equalizer.
Indeed. And there we go, it works.
Oh, hey, here's Truant. GG, my love.
GG.
So what were your thoughts on the seed?
I thought it was a lot of fun. Realizing second quest requires basically every item to get through. It definitely made it a lot more involved.
That is for sure.
Well, that's why I enjoy these flag sets. Because what it is it's yeah, because you're guaranteed to need every item to get in because all the dungeons are blocked in second quest. It's also interesting too because in the beginning you actually don't have much of a choice in where to go. You know, you can you can get to level 3, you know, or level 2 second quest or level 1. But that's really just about it. You need a candle to get to 7, but everything else is blocked.
Yeah, you can get the 9 with bombs, and if you're going that way, you can also check Forgotten Spot and try and get a candle from there. So, it gives you a couple options, but you have to make something happen first.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. But then, I mean, I guess the good news is that you know where all the secrets are, so you can amass secrets without, you know, getting dinged by the door repair charges. But I've actually had seeds where because I mean these are this is kind of like my preferred seed set, you know, flag set. But I've had seeds before where you actually need to go into like one of the levels, you have to go into like level 7 and you have to dig out heart containers in level 7 so that you can get the you know, the white sword item.
And I do have to say, for a little while there, I was doubting if Heart Shuffle was even on.
Yeah.
Speaking of hearts, Mr. Cab just picked up the 16th heart in level 9.
Yeah, there were only 2 items that were shuffled to the floor. Everything else was heart container.
Yeah, it was bow and red candle, I believe.
Red ring. Oh, red candle as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right, the 3 items.
Mr. Cav, though, making great use of that boomerang and snagging a heart to beam sword the rest of that room. And Mr. Cab finds... Oh, God. That is
That is
level
level 9.
Yeah. That's just about every room that we could have. We have. And Mr. Cab finally,
finds Ganon after all these years.
after all of that digging,
And Mr. Gab's just gonna dank Ganon because, well, with 16 hearts and the red ring, health is no longer an issue. This was basically 100%.
yeah, I think Mr. Cab got everything except for the book and the bloomerang.
Yeah, but those are trash items anyway.
And he did, in fact, find them as well. Oh, wait, he didn't get the wand. That was the wand in 8 was the only thing that he did not find.
Well, then who did get the one in 8? Shirt Gamer?
Dr. J.
Oh, Dr. J did, yeah.
Yeah, I did not find that 3rd item in 8.
It was...
Somewhere.
It would have
I
been a
didn't actually
ridiculous
see it.
dig.
Maybe it was on the floor, that's why.
Yes, it was the floor item.
You know, it would actually be interesting if all the floor items, you know, flash their palette set. You know, so it'd be easier to stand out. You know, kind of like how the Triforce flashes. Just make all the items flash like that.
Well, Fred, if you're listening, feel free to say no, Jiggly.
before you answer, yes, I have already found the location of the data that handles that stuff.
Oh. And as Mr. Cab has both come across the Zelda room and has the compass, that will be
Well, look at that.
almost got grabbed by a Wallmaster there.
And there we go, Mr. Cab is finishing.
With an official SRL time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 42 seconds.
GG's to Mr. Cab, and I'm going to step out here, but thanks for commentating tonight.
Thank you, Truant.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Mr. Cab, welcome. GG, my love.
Hi, how's it going? I have one question after all of that. Where's the other bomb upgrade that's stopping me from calling this 100%?
It's probably right next to the wand in 8 that you didn't pick up.
So-
Damn.
Yeah, now that I think about it, so let's see. Truant Gamers had oops all items. You're saying 100%, and now Dr. J is doing 100% of the map. Did you all go into this with some sort of pact?
I mean, oh man, I was one room off from seeing the bow in 6, and this would have been a lot shorter. That was the real thing here. We hit this point of where was the bow. I stumbled into the ladder fast enough, and that got me a power bracelet, and I got a recorder, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. And then a half hour later, I said, "Oh, time to go to 9."
The only one of the 4 of you that got the bow in the first dig was Dr. J.
Yeah, and then I went back into 8 to get myself a magic wand for some reason.
Well,
Oh man. Otherwise, the seed wasn't bad. It was just finding things.
yeah, things were definitely very spread out. How did you feel about exploring so much of that ridiculously massive level 9 to
I'm-
get in a few
I'm glad it
rooms
was.
apart?
I'm just glad it was massive enough for me to find the other 2 items, so I really could say I got all the items.
There you go.
Although, Ganon, please. The other thing in level 9, there was a spot where I just kind of stood there for a while. I saw a door to the right, and it ended up being the one that went right next to Zelda's room too. And I realized I had my tracking in the wrong column, and I had to like move everything over.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was that pause.
That would make sense. That's a good reason to pause.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
But no, what was my other observation here? This was almost the wrong quest. Boomerang in 1, but then Raft in 4, Ladder in 6, Wand in 8. That was that was some questionable stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if the bow wasn't just that one room off, this wasn't a bad seed at all. It was just spread out, like you said, and it's that like 1 or 2 moves you have to make, and then everything's fine.
it's all about finding the right route. Or finding the right items, I guess. In the
Yeah,
right
and
order.
Finding everything in the right order at the right time.
I am kind of looking back at this, and let me see, which one was 6 in the end? 6 was kind of nice in that the compass was not that far in. The seed actually gave you a lot of help for most of this. You got the recorder at White Sword, and you know it's one of the free items. The ladder is in 6 at the Triforce room. The compass is on the way, so you're going to find that. From there, you get the power bracelet. At this point, you have all of your exploration items except the raft. Everything's accessible. That part of it was fine. It was just the bow.
The bow eluded everybody.
But at least we got 100%.
Yes, we did.
Well, that's all I've got on this. I hope everyone enjoyed the race.
It was definitely a lot of fun to watch. So, as long as you enjoyed playing it, everybody's happy, right?
Yeah. You gave us a good performance there.
And I know we did one of these, Jiggly, I think you set this up so we had a similar seed like a week or two before the tournament started with the second quest overworld thing.
These are basically those flags.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one where the power bracelet was like deep in a level and it was Goma blocked? And
I don't remember it clearly right now. That might have even been the one where like the red candle, like all the fire sources were like barred off someplace, and everybody was scrambling to figure out where the third shop was where they could actually buy a candle. That was definitely one of those weeklies.
Yes. But I mean that's what I like about these, because I mean I basically created these flag sets based off of the flag sets. In fact, yeah, I remember bugging Fred for like, can we get Dungeon Shuffle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's even more fun. It's actually a lot fun too, because with these flag sets, you can also play. The other thing that I do as well too is no item shuffle.
Ooh.
So no item shuffle, no cave shuffle, but shapes.
That would work. I mean,
Well,
you know what the problem with this flag set ended up being? That level 9 was there at level 1 spot.
Exactly.
So if you go back and you look at this, you're kind of stuck with your early choices are level 2 and buy a candle to get into level 7.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of these flag sets too, is it actually kind of forces you to go in a very linear path. And see, the thing is people are always like, "Oh, linear paths, those are terrible." Linear paths are only terrible if you know where you're going and how you're supposed to get there. If you don't know what the path is, then a linear path is not as bad. So it's like the fact that there's like a right order seed. I kind of like the whole right order seed kind of thing. I also like it when you have to be like, you have to go into this dungeon and this dungeon, and you have to do both of those dungeons in order to get into this other dungeon. It's like you sort of have like this item, this like item tree going on. It's just, again, for me, it's more about the discovery than it is about, say, the combat.
I mean, I guess
Dr. J is in 9.
Yeah, so Dr. J is in 9. Dr. J hopefully will find Ganon quickly.
He's sneaky. All right, I'm gonna let Dr. J wrap up here. But yeah, I mean, second quest is fun. Play more second quest, everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have a good night. Thanks for calling the race, everybody.
Thank you, and GG again. We are all rooting for Dr. J.
We are indeed. But I don't believe Dr. J is our last runner. Just maybe the last on stream.
That is correct, and Dr. J has found our pig.
Yep, only 4 hits with this magic sword. Oh, almost.
And we've got bacon.
Yeah, we
For
got
the,
bacon number 4.
The last time of the night.
Now, of course, Dr. J does not have, the compass, so won't know where to go.
Hopefully he can find his way.
All right, well, there's the map.
Our ink plot is a very sad ink plot.
Yeah, it is.
That's not even Swiss cheese. Like that's cheddar. Not enough holes to be Swiss. And Dr. J is just gonna say heck with it and grab that heart. Clearing a bunch of these rooms, I wonder if he's looking for the compass.
Maybe. He's probably thinking that's, spot in the very upper left might have Zelda, because sometimes Zelda has a tendency to hang out in those corners.
Yeah, it's just the wrong corner.
Very much the wrong corner.
Because she was indeed in one of the corners, just northeast rather than northwest.
Okay, well, this takes him a little bit closer to where Zelda actually is. Don't know if we can get there from here, but
One way to find out. He's only a couple of rooms away at this point.
here we go. Okay, gonna go up here. Oh my, okay, interesting. It's gonna go off to the left here. Can't go off to the left. Oh, he's gonna try and go in here. Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Dr. J, you were so close.
He's probably gonna bump. No, I guess not.
And that staircase just brought him a couple of rooms away from the
Entrance.
yes. And that was the first staircase that he came out of.
You know what? I think he's looking for the. I think he's looking for the book.
That's it's very possible.
Oh, the
That
staircase.
was
It leads nowhere.
that is a stealth staircase, as Laws would put it.
Yes. I would start quoting him, but I'm not as familiar with the game that the aforementioned staircase was named after, or person in the game. So I will let him, handle those kind of things.
Yeah. He's got a way with words.
Oh, he's an excellent commentator.
Very much so.
And, his streams are pretty good too. In fact, a lot of the runners that you see tonight, whether they're on stream or off stream, they do their own streaming, and a lot of them are quite entertaining.
I can definitely attest to that.
Now, I don't stream, of course, because I hate my voice and I sound horrible on the internet. And I don't know how to talk properly.
I mean, as long as you're having fun.
Well,
What
I
does it
don't
matter?
have fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, talking to myself is not a problem. Talking to myself when other people are listening is.
Okay. And we do have Dr. J.
Finally finishing. But of course, he's gonna.
Of course, clearing all of the fire. Finishing with an SRL time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
Dr. J, GG, my love.
Thank you.
I have
Okay, so we've got
Jiggly's
some
got that
questions.
Yeah, and how many of them involve remembering the flags?
at least 3.
So so it's like I was saying, throughout the, you're searching the overworld. I was saying Dr. J must be uttering a lot of 4-letter F words at this time.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much is like, check this. Okay, I'm gonna check this spot, Fred. Check this spot, Fred. Check this spot. Is this even randomized?
Yeah, it was just more that I couldn't remember where the dungeons are on second.
Oh, you're not really well versed with the second quest.
Yeah, I'm really more on the first quest.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be in the first quest category. I personally, I love the second quest. I remember the first time that I saw the second quest, and there was like walk through walls and all this, and it's like, this is so weird. And then it's like level 7 and 8, it just feels really weird, and it's just, now I love it all because it's just insane.
Oh yeah, and
I don't care for the enemies at all. I can play without enemies for all I care, but just the level layout was it's just one big spiral.
Yeah, and then the one-way walls and
One-way
such.
staircases, yes. I'm still waiting for Fred to put into the logic the idea that the ladder could be in a Chevy room with the ladder being in the middle, and that you have to take a one-way staircase to get into the Chevy room.
Oh, that would just be
I'd
mean.
love that. I'd
Let's
love
make
that.
it.
But that would be but you could only have that though on a second quest seed in level 7 or 8 where you've got that one-way staircase.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it would have to be like a special it'd have to be like a special permission first, and then it would have to be like a randomized element. Because I think there's like a lot of checks that have to be made in order to make sure that it's solvable. Otherwise it might be weird.
Yeah, and make sure that people that are going to be running that one still have hair to pull out if they don't find it.
But it would be wonderful if they were running that blind and didn't know that. Just see the ladder in the Chevy room and go, this is a bug, isn't it?
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Alright, Bethesda.
Pretty much.
But yeah, second quest definitely something to. The thing about second quest is there's a lot of places that open that don't normally open, and then some of the ones that are sort of accessible in both quests, some of those are changed around.
Yeah, and it does also put a lot more emphasis on some items that don't really get as much appreciation in first quest.
That's why I like second quest, because in these flag sets, the power bracelet is basically added. Like, if there was a way to guarantee that a certain percentage of dungeons were blocked, that'd be great. Because like if you could choose choose like force all dungeon blocks to be required. So like one has to be in a ladder location, one has to be in a recorder location, sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would make it really easy to sniff out what's where things are, but finding the required items would still be kind of a thing.
Yeah, exactly, and it did kind of help rip the Band-Aid off early when I just knew, okay, I don't remember where anything is here, so what the blocks would have not really been much of a factor either. Although, of course, it comes down to the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ladder is always the ticket to the seed, whether it's a requirement to enter a dungeon or a requirement to finish one.
Well,
Just
there are
one.
those rare seeds where the ladder's not required, but yeah, having a vanilla second quest overworld, that's gonna guarantee the ladder's required.
It's never Bloomerang.
Never blue. I mean, maybe there could be a situation where the boomerang is required, but
I
That's
would love to
gotta-
see a seed where the ladder is not required until level 9,
yeah,
and then it is in level 9 somewhere.
and getting the princess room itself is the only one that's ladder blocked.
I feel,
So it's like there's no ladder block. You walk into Zelda's room, and it's all of a sudden it's like she's in a moat room.
yeah, I feel like I've played that kind of seed except for the ladder being in 9.
Oh, you know what? Another scenario that I'd love to see. You have a situation where you have a shoot room, a horizontal shoot room, that's full of red bubbles. On the other side is a Gleeok that's required.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
just uncalled for.
So you would either need to carry, and that Gleeok is holding the wand.
That's just
That
would
would be a potion required seed.
That is also the epitome of a no jiggly.
Yeah.
That's like trying to somehow put the Sands battle into Zelda 1.
I love creative uses of the game mechanics in order to achieve certain outcomes.
It's very specific outcomes. But I
That
mean,
would
they would
certainly
all
be one
be
of them.
very, very fun to see.
Well, suffice to say, let's hope that Plandos don't become a thing, because otherwise, uh-oh. I've seen Super Metroid Randomizer Plandos before, and I'm just gonna say, Wiggle Pipe Morph, that was a very bad idea. You know who I'm talking about, but you'll probably never see this because you're not in the Zelda 1 community. I know exactly who I'm talking to. Anyway,
I don't know. If there was a Plando, then Dave would be all over it.
if there was a Plando, I'd be like, no. I mean, technically speaking, I could make a Plando. I know enough of the game that I could do it all by hand. I just don't know if I want the time to do it. I guess
That's fair.
I mean, there's level editors. I could probably do with something. I mean, I could just run the game through shapes, and then I could just, because once I run it through the randomizer, that messes everything up, and I can't use the level editor. Anyway, we should probably wrap this up before I ramble on some more.
Yes, Dr. J, do you have any final thoughts?
Second week in a row, I've forgotten one pretty important part of the flags, but at least this one was early enough that I knew that was going to be an issue. I should remember those things next time.
That is fair. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Bless you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for playing and for being featured on stream.
Thanks for having me.
And GG one more time.
GG, everyone.
Well, Jiggly, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.